It's old. Yeah, alright, so when I'm on the hunt, I probably won't be today. I spent all day here, pretty much. I'm on the hunt for where the most active area is in this area. And that includes where I walked up the other day, where I went in and called it Sasquatch on extreme slopes, which is a couple miles to my left. I've pretty much narrowed it down. So the problem is it's up, and I know exactly where to go. And I'm telling you, when I get up there, I'm going to be like, see, I told you. Because it's going to be that good. But I got to get up there, so I'm working on it. I also really want to get back to Predator Hill. I need someone to come with me for that, man. I really need someone local that wants to go out, that can hike, and is in really good shape. Because this one's brutal. But it's worth it to come with me. No charge or nothing like that. I need someone to help me. It's more of a helping. And the payoff for you would be just what I'm going to show you. I got in here, this bird's really started going nuts. Because, I'm seeing what looks to be, I think, a little active still. But I'm not seeing enough perches and stuff. Although I do see one right there. So what this tells me is this is older. But I've been following, something walking, cutting through. So I think they believe they still cut through here. Look, I'm not making this stuff up, guys. Look. I think they come through. There's grandma's is over there. Bob is over there. I mean, I can't think of any other reasons. But they definitely go from place to place at some time or another. I see it too much. Too many trails cutting across the mountains. Where, you might just see that. Oh, what is this? It's not being marked, is it? I don't think so. It's just rocks. Look at that. Older. So today wasn't a complete loss. I got to see some really good structures. It felt great to be back in the forest. It seems like it's been forever. And then, oh, that's really nice right there. Look at that, sideways X on a bend. I love it. That's like a pretty crazy bend right there. Another one there. I mean, they don't do this kind of stuff unless they're around. Now, if in case I'm wrong about them, they could still be here, but if they are, they're up. And I just know up is insane. I've been up here. Well, I've been up down there a few miles, and I know what it looks like in the woods. It's absolutely insane. It's insane up there. I got some really good videos, you guys, coming, so bear with me. This week has been some just exploring and investigating, places I want to go. It's so blatant. And it's coming, you guys. It's coming. Patreon, hang in there. It's coming. Everything's coming. I just had to try a couple new spots. That is amazing to me right there. That's amazing. You see me doing that, I'm just getting a picture, that's why. I'm telling you, I have this feeling that, I don't know though, because even when it's extremely active up top and they do this stuff, you'll see like a little perch or something where they sit. And I'm not seeing that anymore here. I see where it could have been a couple years ago. So to me, that's a few years old. But really cool. That's upside down. That's the big end. All right, bye. Too cool. Look at the size of that X on this slope. It's crazy. Which one am I looking at right there? There's a whole bunch of X's over there. Look at the bend, extra confirmation. You know that's theirs. Look at the ground too. I'm missing a lot of this stuff today. Just little randoms, you know. Call it Dan stuff. I'm thinking about having Dan just go out, just get tons of footage of his little ground stuff, you know, and then I can start putting it up like Dan's Corner, we're calling it, in one video. It's pretty good. Dan's pretty good at finding that stuff. Oh man, this is definitely a walk through here. Look at that. There's a whole situation going on there as well. All right, you guys, over and out. Look how cool this trail is. It's not the most extremely active down here, but I'll bet you up top it looks just insane. This is being used though, this trail. These guys, I'll tell you, always cover, always concealed. Even when nothing's gonna, you know for sure, you know, they're still walking down that trail where everything's been altered in the woods, you know, outlines have been broken from a distance. There's all these small pine trees in the way, and they use these trails in there, no matter what. And I'm not saying it's just because of us. It could be because of other Sasquatch. It keeps them, you know, within their territory. I don't know. This is wild in here. Another leaner coming up. Just walking you through this. There's clearly a really neat structure in there somewhere. I can see it's got X's. There's two leaners right there. Cool. I need better though. Look at that. Those two come up. Oh, look at that X. Oh, this is really good. Look at this trail. I tell you, they're so human-like when they make these side trails. I do see game prints as well. I see deer prints. I think anything that was coming through here would want to use this. And it's been disturbed recently too, which is good. Man, there's the coolest X I've ever seen down there. Well, as good as. But I don't want to get too down yet. I tell you, it's like the same stuff in here. Some of those leaners though, so pretty. Back to me a minute. Here's one of those weird areas. And it looks active to me. And lots of mosquitoes. Sasquatch, or those white things with the red eyes that get on all fours live. All the boulders are marked above. Wow, did I miss a little spot above there? Too late now. I just took a big fall, like really big. I mean, I was on a rock like that, a little smaller, and I slipped and I landed basically on my elbow. Fine, just whew, did that suck. You don't believe me, look. I really got most of it off. Look at that bunch. That bunch up right there. Something's going on in here, that's for sure. And it's got its own little place. Completely hidden, you know, from the rest of the world. Completely. Even from 20 feet out of here, it gets hidden. What to quite make of it. The moral of the story is do not walk on that rock if it's wet. I should know better. This is like really interesting in here. I'm not seeing like, you know, unstained structures, but I do see, you know, enough stuff that's weird. Let me get through here. Tell them, one of these days you guys are going to catch on, like, when I say this area is weird and different. It's not the forest, it's the way they do it. It's weird. And different. You got to see. I got to tell you, I think whatever's in here is smaller. I see the footprints back there. And film because you just can't see, but I could see bipedal, smaller footprints. And it's always in these type of weird areas. There's clearly so blatantly a hangout right there. You got a bend, you know, just undeniable bend that's tucked under right there. Getting a lot of those lately. I got fences coming up. Ton of them. I got an X down there at the beginning somewhere. Huh. I constantly find it within the Sasquatch areas, the big, giant areas. I always find one that's like this. Here's Pine Cone Alley, and I find another. I always find that too, where there's too many pine cones being eaten in one spot. I don't think it's from up there. There's just not enough. Like, there'd have to be like 100 squirrels to do that. Someone's bringing pine cones in here. Or something. I don't know. Hard to explain when I find these. And yet I can still see walking, in a sense, all the way through it. These little paths, they go down like little hobbit paths. They go through this woods. I'm telling you. Really weird. What the heck did that? Something did that recently. It might be an animal digging in there. Alright, let me get through. Break in there. You know, weird twists, but like little tiny paths that go in. I can see them. They go up there. They go in there. You can see they've been walked on recently. And I don't believe that's a big giant Bigfoot walking through there. And I don't think there's a little baby Bigfoot. The little baby Bigfoots, like I've said before, don't have their own spots. You know what I mean? They're always near mommy and daddy. I know that. I think we all just know that. I think even when I call them these baby things they make for them, I've noticed the perches are always close. So I think they put them in there to get rid of them. And then, you know, but they're always within, you know, seconds of their baby. As far as Sasquatch seconds go, they can get there fast. Again, there's little paths all through there. I've seen much more active ones. I'm telling you, there's other little creatures that live with Sasquatch. You heard it here, folks. They're little guys. Is it that hard to believe? Come on, you already believe in Bigfoot. You know, we've been dealing with this with Rio recently. You know, it's like, why is it so hard for you to believe that he has friends? There are other creatures. Bigfoot's just the one that's been seen, you know? Like, he's the famous one. But, I mean, is it really that hard to believe? In fact, we'd be kind of stupid to think that there wasn't other creatures there with them. You know, I think most of us know, but there's people that are having trouble with the Bigfoot alone, let alone hearing me say there's other creatures out here that hang around with them. I know it's hard because we don't see them. They're not right there waving their hands at us. But I'll tell you right now, they're right here somewhere. I think they're up here. This is one of those places where you have the stages, and they clearly spend some times hanging out even really low. Then you get your middle, then you get your 3/4 or whatever, and they're all over the mountains. Look at that. That's absolutely gorgeous right there. X and a bend. Man, these trails, this is more Bigfooty to me. Yes, Bigfooty. Look at that one. It's resting on that. Oh, it smells good in here too. I love the new pines, and they love the new pines too. These little ones, they love to be in here. I don't know why. X right on the end. All trampled. I love how they used that big one and put that one on top. See that other one leaning right there? This is their work. There's no doubt about it. And it shows you, you know, this is just the way they do it. They're not like being discreet here. Like I always just say that, like, oh, they're up here. It's just sometimes this is how they do it. They don't care if it's next to you or 60 miles into the forest. They're going to do exactly the same thing. So I don't believe this was built in such a way that if a person walked upon it, that they would think it wasn't Bigfoot. I don't think they think like that up here. I just think they built that the same way they would have built that 100 miles in. Why, I don't know. But here's one of your typical, just unbelievably blatant leaners that comes up. It's been there for a long time. They want it there for a long time. I love this area. This is good in here. This is getting really good in here. So, you guys, and also with the comments on YouTube, I try to get up with them, and then all of a sudden they just get away from me, you guys. There's 200 videos up, and I just can't. I love that you guys talk to each other in there, though, as well, and like help each other. It's so cool that almost everybody has become friends in there, and a lot of you guys know each other from other Bigfoot guys, and that's awesome. I got the coolest people. Look at this. And I think I got a bunch of new ones. Since Rio came out, I got a bunch of Rio's people, and I think he got some of mine, and I think we already had a lot. So it all worked out pretty good. That's not that old, which I like. This is Sasquatch. It's always the Sasquatch when they're in these thick, dense, new trees. Love it. I don't know which way to go. I don't know. I always say bends mean water. I don't know why you have to mark it here, though, because unless there's deaf Sasquatch, because you can hear it. Look at that bend with the other one hanging on it. There are a lot of X's on the ground here. No Bigfoots today. Nothing. This area is really frustrating to me because they're clearly everywhere, but they don't give me the time of day here. I don't get it. It's like, certain places their rules are stricter than others or something. It's like they all have that one fine line, but depending on who you're dealing with and where you are, you do get, I just walked down from the river from my truck. I was miles up that way. And there's all that activity right there. You know, if you're going by, you don't even see it. Look, you don't see anything. Unless you really stop or you're going about 20 feet and then you can start seeing it. It's so cool. Same thing here. Actually, I went in here because of those. Those 2 leaners were just a dead giveaway to me. And I think it paid off pretty good. Although I think I just found, you know, some good areas. I didn't find the ultimate. And the ultimate is up there somewhere. And I'm going to find it. Over and out.